Democrats dropped the ball on government harassment. They're supposed to be the party that sticks up for the poor. They do not do that. They did not make any significant progress when it comes to pollution or climate change. Every possible reason one has to vote Democrat has been nullified by their pathetic excuse for an administration for these past 7 or so years. Whether it was Hillary Clinton as the Secretary of State or it was John Kerry, it was a disgrace, and gang stalking persisted. I didn't mean for my videos to begin with Obama. I was not thinking about who the president was, nor did I care when I made Illuminati Part 1. But the gang stalking persisted almost the entire time under Obama, Clinton, and Kerry's watch, as they are ultimately in charge of overseeing intelligence activities. Comey, Johnson, O'Brien failed miserably as well as Panetta and other people affiliated with defense and intelligence agencies and law enforcement. Homeland Security, NSA, all these people and their directors failed miserably, as did local Democrats such as Lori Smith, the Santa Clara County Sheriff Department. Now, disproportionately, Democrats are involved in mental health, liberals. That's why there's a feminist perspective. That's why homosexuality was removed as a mental disorder in 73 or 74. Psychiatrists have come out many times themselves and said that yes, this is a disproportionately liberal profession. Now look at who the gang stalkers were: Hispanic gang members, Hispanics, a lot of liberals, gays, feminists, a lot of females, a lot of feminist females. What you see is secret groups of secret groups of people who are politically oriented. Just choose people randomly, say, well, not quite randomly, but somebody offends them somehow and they throw them into this program. When you look at who the targeted individuals are, very few of them are politically active, such as myself. The majority of them, at least 60%, are not politically active. They just have done something or see things in a way that these people don't like. And you see that these people are very active at attacking Christianity, and the Republicans aren't really doing too much to defend Christianity, but they did not drop the ball. So for the main reason that Democrats dropped the ball, and persecuted me and made my life hard, I am forced to say, to change my mind about this whole thing. I don't think they'll make any real progress when it comes to quote-unquote climate change. So I suggest you vote Republican, whoever the Republican nominee is. I would rather neither party wins, but when faced with a bunch of sickos who are at the very core of society's problems, society's problems are mostly caused by Satanists, the worst criminals, LGBT community, feminists, atheists, and racists/eugenicists. And they use the military, they use mental health, they use universities and educations to propagate their despicable falsehoods. Are erstwhile compatriots? Probably not. Just very bad people. And so I, for one, am not going to pretend like they are not so bad. Recently, another targeted individual came out and said that they will support Donald Trump. I'm not really going to support anybody except for, I'm going to say that I'd rather the Republican nominee win than whoever the Democratic nominee is. Because under Clinton, I was being gang stalked. I was being, psychological warfare and psychological operations were being done on me. Under Kerry as well, and other despicable Democrats. Before that, I wasn't really being harassed by the government, even though I was outspoken on Yahoo and comments on YouTube, since YouTube came out, I believe, in 2006 or so. Something like that. I was very outspoken, not being harassed. We get a Democratic administration, and when it comes to persecuting political dissidents, it has been worse. When it comes to prosecuting whistleblowers, it has been worse. When it comes to stifling dissent because they cannot present a superior argument, this administration has been worse. And it's not just one president who's to blame for all this. It is the whole Democratic Party. They are evil. They are cowardly. They are sissies. And so when you look at this interview before this clip, it is very apparent that guiltiness rests on their conscience as they abuse Bob Marley, Martin Luther King, and a whole myriad of other political activists who would have completely disagreed with the major policies and motivations of the Democratic Party. You people are traitors, you are liars, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. All you bearded ladies, all you pedophile homosexuals, all you sickos in mental health who drug foster children. 1 in 3 foster children are drugged, and it's disproportionately Democrats who are doing it. I'm being harassed disproportionately by Democrats, even though the things that I say are equally as offensive to Republicans as they are to Democrats. You people are sickos. When I started calling out the problems and the people who are the main problems in society, I was not concerned with political groups per se. And if I was saying, well, you know, I really don't like these Republicans because they're racist, you know. But as I truly started going after these people, and I saw that disproportionately the Democrats were offended as I'm going after the worst philosophies in society, it became extremely apparent that the Democratic Party is very democratic instead. And, you know, this is absolutely unacceptable. I'm very upset with you people, and, you know, you're going to suffer this election as a result. And when you lose the election, I want you to think of one person. Think of me, because I'm going to turn the tide against you. The top martial artist now in America endorses the Republican nominee, and I'm not a house nigga. I'm more militant than the most militant, sissy-controlled Democrat. I'm more fucking African-oriented than the most black, fucking Afrocentric Democrat. And I'm a real motherfucker. They're a bunch of sissies that side with oppressive eugenicists and mental health, sick gays with sick complex little emo fucking thong wearing rainbow pride fucking weirdo gays, and fucking, you know, a bunch of sicko satanic and Marxist and, you know, sick tomboy bearded lady, you know, hormone taking fucking sicko fucking gays and feminists. And these weird, these psycho atheists who are just batshit crazy, who stop at nothing to promote their sick way of thinking that is extremely harmful, and that within the philosophy of atheism you have Stalin and Mao. I've brought this up time and time again. Atheists are the biggest killers in history, even though there never has been that many of them compared to how many religious people there are. They are an extremely harmful group of people that needs to be dealt with by any means necessary. Down with these inferior philosophies. Down with the Democratic Party. Hope the Republican Party wins, especially since most Christians are Republicans in the first place. Complete idiots who think they're Christians vote Democrat, and a bunch of sickos who side with them. That's all I got to say for now. You know, remember, guiltiness rests on their conscience. You know, when you see my face, you know, it should be just as powerful as this shirt after all they've done to me. You know, I know they didn't think I was going to endorse them after all they've done to me, after all the gay catfishing, after drugging me with pharmaceuticals and mental health, turning a blind eye to homosexuals sexually assaulting me. I know you didn't think I was going to vote for you cowards after that. I know you didn't think I was going to vote for you cowards after all the harassment and stalking by sick homosexuals who don't want to admit that there's something wrong with them. After all the fat feminists who tried to fucking catfish me. I know you didn't think you were going to win this election after all the horrible shit that you've been doing. For the rest, until election time, I'm going to make sure everyone knows that you are the type of filth that I say that you are, that I have proven that you are. I'm going to make sure the word gets out. It's over for you people. You may as well pack up and go home. You aren't going to win this next election. You fucking idiots.